Good morning. My name is Mr. Vetter. I teach American history here at Hinson Middle School. I've been teaching in this same classroom since this school opened. I know that's before your students were born. I'm going to quickly try to go over with you some of the things that we do in my class. Okay. As far as a handout that I gave them that instructs them about the class. This something like this looks in just like that. They have that in their notebook. Okay, so you should look for that. It talks about the spiral notebook at the top, which is a mandatory part of my class. It's the most important part of the class. Expectations, makeup work, all of it is on this document that should be in there, your student's notebook. The other document that was handed out all about expectations is this one. It starts with the words Mr. Vetter's 8th grade history class. To summarize everything, just read over those documents. And if your student doesn't have them, then I would ask them to ask me for those. Again, I've been teaching 20 years United States history. Let me just make sure I'm covering everything they want us to in these videos. Send me an email if you have any question about my class. That's the best way to contact us. I have a master's degree in American history. And again, this is all I've taught for 20 years. This is the most challenging year, obviously, that I've ever had to teach. The course overview and so on is on the handouts I just went over, including the rules, expectations, and so on. Resources they need for my classroom. They need to have a spiral notebook that's about 9 inches by 11 inches or something big enough to fit in handouts that I give them without cutting them. 8.5 by 11 is good, or 9 by 11 notebook. That's important. They get the right size notebook. Again, emailing me, homework, grading, guidelines, everything is on those handouts that I told you, because to try to clarify all that in a short video, just read that. If you have any questions, email me and I can email it to you. What your students should have it in their notebook. A lot of the students, of course, they just changed 4 of my classes, so I've lost all my advanced students except for my first period, and now I only have advanced then, and a lot of the other students have been transferred from Miss Latchman's class, another dedicated teacher. If you have any questions, just please send me an email. Again, it's been a very challenging year. I do treat your students as young adults. They are going to high school within a few months. And in high school, people get jobs, of course. They get a driver's license. And the world kind of goes pretty fast. So in my class, I do treat them like young adults. And I expect them to act like that. Some of them obviously need to improve as they get older. And that's where you come in. If you have any questions, you always email me. And just give you a quick tour of my classroom here. I'm very much into local history. See some of the quilts in my class. I am a Civil War reenactor. I reenact Hamilton. Lots of projects around my class that students have done. I welcome you to come visit, and I welcome all those that are still live to eventually come back to the classroom, and I really anticipate meeting them and having a great learning lesson. That's it. So email me if you have any questions. This is Mr. Vetter, American History. Thank you.